Another option was called, let's open the developer file. In that we have written already. In developer guide, we have mentioned somewhere here, we have mentioned like these points. Width, when you say width, it says like if you follow the pixel, if you follow the px, then it is one option is the px, another option is called percentage, that can be between 1 to 100, and minimum also we can give in pixel, maximum also we have that we can give in percentage. Minimum and maximum both can be in pixel and percentage, both is possible. So next we have to see some property that is related to UL and LI, especially for LI. So you can write here, that is called display property. Display have 3-4 values, we can write here. Display will have 3-4 values that we can write here. Display call is inline. Another one we have display colon, inline block. Another one we have called display colon none. Display inline block, display none. Display block also. Next we have called display flags also. Display flags. So one display have this many values and each one is important. Each of these 4, 5 is important. Now create a file, display.html. Create a file, display.html. Display.html file, hope you created. That is under the inline CSS folder. Display.html file under the inline CSS folder. We'll go under this file. We'll start from the HTML and we'll follow the style, not a style. Even head is not required as of now. Follow the body. Head will follow from the internal CSS. Head will use from the internal CSS. Write a division. Style equal to, division why we are following, we should follow here call UL tag, UL, and follow call close the UL. Now come under the UL, follow the LI, write there home, next Control D, 3-4 times. about us, contact us, login, register, our services, inquiry, then next is called products. Just first add these lines. Okay, now if we run this file, you will find all the li will go to the new line. All the li will go to the new line because it is the block level tag. You can see here all are coming to the new line because it is a block level tag. Because it is a block level tag. Now we have to convert into inline. We have to convert into inline. Then it will come in the same line. So how to convert into inline? We have to write some CSS for that. So let's go here, write for this. Style equal to display inline. Display inline. And keep here margin also somewhere 20 pixel. So there will be little gap from left, right, top, bottom side. And this CSS you will apply everywhere. Everywhere. Inline CSS is little dirty. There will be huge CSS code and less output. But we will be moving soon to the next method. We will be moving to the next method soon. Okay, save this file. Sequence. You will find in the large screen, all will come in one line. This becomes a menu of website. menu of website. So this becomes a inline, all converted from block to inline. All converted from block to inline. All converted from block to inline. Look similar. Next, after that, in that, the register one we have written, keep as a display none. It will get hide. Display none meaning it will get hide. N-O-N-E. N-O-N-E, none. Display none. Display none represent as a hide. It will not display anywhere. Display none meaning it is hide. It will not display anywhere. Display none will be hiding the register button, register link. Let me run here and show you. You can see register is hidden now. Register is not showing anywhere. Why? Because for register button, for register link, we are given display none. For register link, we are given display none. Display none. So that will not display anything. It just get hide. Working for anyone like this or different? Display none. Okay, so if it is working, then we have to understand in this file many things. Okay, in this file only you will get idea why inline CSS is not much useful. What is the reason more people use internal CSS and external CSS? Okay, so that we will understand in this example only why inline CSS is not much useful. Now look into this file. Display one property, how many times you are calling? Many times, here, 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 here. All the places display inline, display inline, display inline. Margin 20px, how many times you call? So many times, right? Margin 20px we called so many times, correct? Margin 20px we called so many times, as well as display inline also we called so many times. That is called duplicate code. That is called as a duplicate code. Same code we have written again and again, again and again. So if you write the code like this, definitely page will become too slow. Page will become too slow. Okay, page will become too heavy, right? So how to avoid that? Our code should be in such a way where we can write one place and we can use many places. Our code should be in such a way where we should write one place and we should use it many places. Fine, come next. After this, we will go to the developer guide first, and in developer guide, we will discuss about the problem of inline CSS. What problem is going to come professionally? Okay, when we are using the inline CSS, okay, what problem will come, and that problem will be how to solve that problem. Okay, even how to solve the problem also. Mona, email conversion हो गया है. They have changed, so it will take. He said like 1 hour you have to wait. Some changes will happen from one domain to other domain. Okay, so by 6:30 हम लोग करेंगे. अगर आप रुकेंगे तो हेल्पफुल होगा. रुके हुए जाएंगे, राइट? वहाँ पे मोन है ना, सुवेंदु है कि चला गया? बोलिए कि 6:30 तक बैठेगा ये क्लास में खत्म करके फिर सर्विस कंप्लीट क्योंकि आप भेजेंगे तो इमीडिएटली हमको पता चल जाएगा इट्स गेटिंग डिलीवर और नॉट. Okay, hope ready. Let's go to the developer guide. What is the problem? Problem is, let me count you. Display inline, we have written many times, and margin 20px we have written many times. So the problem starts from here. What problem starts? If in one page, if you want to display the 20 li, 20 menu, 20 times you have to write this code. 20 times you have to write this code. That not look like much professional standard. Okay? So in that case, we have to do some modification. So first, before doing the modification, we need to discuss if you are writing like this, display inline, display inline, display inline, continuous, what problem will start from here, okay? Where your page will go, what will be the standard of your page, right? That point we will discuss first, and then we'll come to the solution of that. So we'll go to the CSS developer guide, and in CSS developer guide, if you remember, you have written in the beginning, inline CSS, internal, external, import, correct? So go under the inline CSS block and write here call. Under the inline CSS block over here, write inside call the problem of inline CSS.
Begalo. Hey, class.
Problem of inline CSS. The problem of inline CSS. The problem of inline CSS. The problem of inline CSS. Point number 1, it is 1-to-1. 1-to-1. It is 1-to-1. 1-to-1. What do you understand by this 1-to-1? What we understood by this 1-to-1 is that point number 1 says it is 1-to-1. Meaning is write CSS code one time and use maximum one time. Write the CSS code one time and use maximum one time. Where is that? That line I'll guide you. Just write this line once. Write the CSS code one time and use maximum one time. That point is here. If I go to the display file, in display file, you can see here display inline and margin 20 pixel you have written one time. And we wanted similar feature again for the second li. We wanted similar feature for again for the second li. So the display in line what you wrote for the first li, it work only for the first li. It is not ready to work for the second li. So what we did in second li? In second li we wrote one more time. In third li we wrote one more time. In fourth li we wrote one more time. Correct? So keep writing. How many times you wrote? So many times. You wrote total 6-7 times. Now when you wrote 6-7 times, definitely code become duplicate. And if code become duplicate, then so many problem starts from here. Okay, if the code become duplicate, so many problem starts from here. That problem we are going to discuss now in the development guide. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead. So code become duplicate now. So what we wrote? It is 1-to-1, meaning write the CSS code one time and use max only one time. Second point, what is this? If code will happen. Oh. If the code is duplicate, then what will happen? If code is duplicate, then what will happen? File here. And not code duplicate will not write directly. We can write like this. Because of 1-to-1, the code duplicate will happen. Because of 1-to-1, code duplicate will happen. Okay, because of 1-to-1, the code will become, code duplicate will happen. Point number 3 you write. Point number 3 says like if code is duplicate, if the code is duplicate, then file weight will increase. File weight will increase. Fourth point, if file is heavy, if the file is heavy, then if the file is heavy, then okay. If file is heavy, then if the file is heavy, then it will take long time to load. Understood? No? Suppose you are writing the code duplicate code, what will happen? If you are writing the code duplicate code, definitely page will become slow. If you are writing the code duplicate again and again, page will become heavy. Heavy page will take long time to load. Point number 5. If a page take long time to load, then user experience may be bad. User experience may be bad. User experience will be bad. Okay, ready. If page take long, long time to load, then user experience may be bad. Next point number 6, you can write Google search. Okay, Google search will come next. Code changes like modification will take long time. Code modification, whenever we want to modify anything, whenever we want to change anything, it will take long time because same code again and again is written. Point number 8 says code changes will take long time. Point number 8 says Google search will give low value to page in public search. Google will give low value in public search. Google will give low value in public search. Okay, Google will give low value to the page in public search. When the people will search in Google, it will take. Point number 8, you can write more hard disk required. More space is required to store files. Point number 9, you can write it take more internet data to open any page. Like suppose one file is 1 KB and one file is 1 MB. In your mobile there is a 10 KB file, 10 KB data. What will happen? 1 MB page will not open. Because whenever you open any website page, it's not free, it's a paid one. You are paying for that. To see the any pages from internet, you pay the money for that. How you pay the money to the, how you pay the money? You don't pay money to the website owner. You pay the money to the internet provider. You pay the money to internet provider, they'll give internet, you will open the page. That meaning your page is costing something. Whenever we open any page, it costs something. Okay, hold on. I'll shift in some other room. Some construction is going on this side. Okay, so hope written. Now these all are the, it take more internet data to open any page. These all are the problem of your inline CSS. These all are the main problem of your inline CSS. But what is the benefit of this? Why people use that? Why we have seen that? Why we implemented sometime? Because using inline CSS, property value easily we understand. Property and value we understand easily. Height meaning is what, width meaning is what. For that purpose, we have spent some time to understand their two things, right? Go ahead next. Now, next matter is what is the solution of this all? What to do so that we should write less code and we should get more output. That is our internal CSS is going to help us. This one, internal CSS. You can write one line in this. It is one to many. It is one to many. And what is that? Write CSS code one time and use in HTML many times. Write the CSS code one time and use in HTML many times. So we'll create one example to understand how it will be one to many, how we can write one time and we can use many times. Okay, so go ahead. And now you will create a file under the internal CSS. You will create the next file under the internal CSS. Create next file under the internal CSS as example one.html. Example one.html. So notes you wrote are still going on. Okay. Create next file, example one.html. Under the internal CSS folder. Example one.html. HTML you start here. Follow the head section. Inside the head, follow the style section. Follow the body. Now under the body, or maybe for body, we want to write some CSS. For body tag, we want to write some CSS. So what we'll do for that? We'll go here under the style block and we will use body tag. And for that, we can write background sky blue. Check your page is coming in sky blue or not. The page should open and load and show in sky blue. Check now, page background should be sky blue. Sky blue. Go ahead next. Right here. Follow the UL tag and write inside some LI tag. Home, about us, contact us, login, register, sign up, services. Save this, and for that we'll write the CSS only one place. It will apply all the places. Padded, let's go there. Follow the UL tag. For UL tag, write a background black and put a padding also. I guess padding we have discussed here. Yes, we have discussed. Padding 20 px and color as white. Okay, UL background black, padding 20 px, color is white. That is for UL tag. Now let's write for the LI tag. Display colon in a line. In line. And padding colon similar 20 px. Okay, UL background black color, padding 20 px, color is a white, display in line, again padding 20 px for UL and LI. You can see for LI you have written CSS only one time. And how many LIs are there? So many LI. For all the LI, same CSS will get applied. For all the LI, same CSS will get applied. Let us see it now. Just like this. Something like this. Let me know, yes, no. Okay. So that is what it was happening is we have written the LI one times, the LI many times, and after that the we have written only one time. This become one CSS. This become a one CSS, and this become a many LI. For all the LI, same CSS is applicable. For all the LI, same CSS is applicable. That is called one to many. Many LI and only one CSS. So where if you add some more LI, same CSS will get applied. If you add some more LI, same CSS will get applied. Okay, come down. So next is like, what is this and what we have written here? Body is the tag name, curly bracket open close. UL is the tag name, curly bracket open close. Here you can see okay, come down below. We have to write some syntax for that. So write here comment. This is called comment. Multi-line comment in CSS. Multi-line comment in CSS. Multi-line comment in CSS. What is that? Syntax. Below is the example. Below what you have written, this is example. What you have written, this is called syntax. You will write inside syntax selector. 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 Then below you will write property colon value semicolon. Property colon value semicolon. Again property colon value semicolon. Okay, multiple property, not only one property. It can be property 1, property 2, property 3, and everywhere different value. So this is the actual standard syntax of your CSS. Selector, and then curly bracket open close, and inside many times property and value, many times property and value. Okay, hope done. Now let's see what is the selector and how it is going to work. Okay, so look there. Selector you have written curly bracket open close. At the place of selector, you have written the body tag. At the place of selector, you have written the body tag. Correct? So body becomes a selector. In the term of HTML, the body is a tag. But in the term of CSS, body is a selector. Background is the property and sky blue is the value. Second example, if you see UL, at the place of selector, you have given the UL, curly bracket open close. Inside you have written background colon black, padding colon 20px, color colon white. So background become the property, black become the value. Padding become property, 20px become the value. Color become the property and white become the value. Okay. Color become the property and white become the value. So all the HTML tags, whichever the HTML tags we have, all the HTML tags are called as a tag in HTML, but the same tags will be called as a selector in CSS. Same tags will be called as a selector in CSS. For example, you are using here UL tag. So UL tag is a tag. UL is a tag in HTML, but in the term of CSS, UL will be called as a selector. If anyone asks what is the selector in CSS, we can say the HTML tags what we use in HTML, that is called as a tag. But the same thing will be called as a selector in CSS. HTML tags will be called as a tag in HTML, whereas same HTML tags will be called as a selector in CSS. Same tags will be called as a selector in CSS. Selector are of 5 types. We are going to make a note and then we'll write the example. Okay, so hope written this. Come to the development. Okay, we have multiple type of selector. We will make a note of that. Come to the developer line. In internal CSS, you will write. We are written here, it is one to many. Write CSS code one time and use it many times. Right below. To make it one to many, following methods are given by CSS. To make CSS one to many, the following methods are given by, okay, to make CSS one to many, following methods are given by CSS. Number 1, CSS for tag name. If you have any HTML tag, for that you can write some CSS. That is called CSS for tag name. CSS for tag name. Okay. Second, we have CSS for ID. CSS for class. CSS for tag name, ID class, tag group. CSS for parent and child tag. Okay, hope we written these 5 methods. We have to create the example, individual example for all to get more clarity. What is that and how it works? Okay, CSS for parent and child tag. Now, write example one. Already we have given. We can write file called one.html, two.html, two.html, same with three.html, same with four.html, same with five.html. Create one.html to understand CSS for tag name. How to write the CSS for tag name. HTML, go inside. HTML open close. Follow the create tag. Style tag. Right inside p tag. Keep some text inside, but should be equal text. 1p, 2p, 3p, 4p. So how many paragraph? Fourth paragraph. Now write the CSS for p tag. Write the CSS for p tag. Height of the p tag, auto. Keep it auto. 1 minute. Wait a minute. Okay, so hope you wrote height per paragraph, how much? Auto is not fixed. Next, after that, width per paragraph. Width per paragraph, suppose 21%. Okay. Then margin per paragraph, 2%. Not 2%, 1%. 1% left gap, 1% right gap will become 2%. Padding per paragraph, 1%. You can see 1% padding and 1% margin, 2%. So it will consume 2% space in the left side and it will consume 2% space in the right side, 4%. 4% and 21%, 25%. 25 into 4, because 4 paragraph we are thinking, okay, 4 blocks would come in one line. 4 paragraph we have, so we are keeping like all 4 paragraphs should come in one line. Okay, so how it will come in one line? We have to give some certain width. So we are giving the width as 21%. And 2% will go for margin, left, right, and 2% will go for the padding. So total 4% will be margin padding and 21% will be the width. It will take total 25% including space and all. And hopefully the 4 block will appear in one line if run, but float left we have not written. Yes. Float left we have not written. Float left is required. Float left we have to write here. Then it will happen and it will be something else. Coming in same line. We can apply here background also. Orange color. Okay, let's take down. Are you getting 4 block in one line? Something like this. So it will happen only for the paragraph. In current page, wherever the paragraph we have, paragraph becomes a selector, and for that selector, in current page, everywhere this property value will get applied, wherever the paragraph will be found. Next, after that, go here and write some division tag. DIV. This is from div1, div1, div2, div3. div1, div2, div3. Now let's go up. Write some CSS for div tab. Background green color or maybe a sky blue color. Give similar margin padding. No, margin give similar. Float will be same, but width will be different. 29.33%. How we calculated 29.33%? It was supposed to be 33. It is supposed to be 33%. Okay, div background is sky blue, margin 1%, adding 1%, and total width 33.33% we are giving. So what will happen is 33.33% if we give, 3 block will not fit in one line. Because 100% width, if we divide into 3, 33 will come. 33.33 will come. But we are giving margin and padding also here. So 2% will go for margin. 2% will go for padding. Left, right, both the side I am calculating. So here 4% will be minus. It will become 29.33%. 29.33%.
Excuse me, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, suppose if we want to give the first division and second division, the width should be less and the middle one should be more. In that manner, we have to give this.
We have to give ID and we have to write the CSS separate for all.
Okay.
This is CSS by tag name. In this, common feature will apply for all the elements. Separate feature you can't apply. Width will give 50%, then 50% will happen for all. Okay. Check now the CSS you have written for div. It will be the CSS you are given for div. It will be only for the division. The CSS you are given for p tag. It will be only for p tag. CSS we wrote for div. It will be for div. 3 is coming here. 4 is coming here. Height is auto. Height we have not mentioned anything. According to content, it will take the height. If you are writing the height, then give equal. If you are writing the content, give equal content. Check once. Hope it should work.
Excuse me, sir. Hello. Excuse me, sir.
Okay, hope ready. So it's only coming for the div and then paragraph. We are same for paragraph. How alignment will be same here? Look at here. Paragraph is coming 4 paragraph in one line. You are given the width 25%. Right?
Yes, sir. But the margin, margin for both of them are same, no?
Well, look at here. There is a gap, equal gap.
Yeah,
Between.
but the initial starting point.
You don't
it
think
is-
about that. I'll guide you. Check 3 blocks
Okay,
came in one line or not.
Yeah, that is coming.
Okay, yes, that was the target.
Okay, sir.
Now let's come down. Create another tag. Use the another tag called section tag. Okay, keep inside section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4, or keep 2 only. Section 1, section 2. Let's come up now. In this section, let's keep more text so that it will look like there is a field with the contents. Same content copy, paste for the second block also. Okay, come up now. Write the CSS for the section tag. So how many section tag we have used? Only 2 section tag we have used. We will keep half. Half for one section and half for second section. Right here section tag. In section tag, you can use the margin padding little more. Margin keeps same. Okay, let's keep this much and change the proper values. Background pink. Margin 1 px is okay. Padding give 2%. Now 2% padding from one side, 2% padding from second side, 4%. And margin 2%, 6%. Width was supposed to be 50%. Now it will become as a 44%. 44 plus 4% padding and 2% margin will become total. Right, save it now and check once. It's look like this. 50% exactly, half. So whichever the CSS you wrote for section tag, it is getting applied only to the section tag. The CSS you wrote for the division, it's getting applied for division. The CSS you wrote for the paragraph, it's get applied for paragraph. Right? So how we have written the CSS? We have written the CSS using tag name. For a particular tag, whichever the property value you have added is visible. Whichever the property value we added, it's visible. Which property value we added, it's visible, right? Check now, section tag is working. Working. Now, after this, we have next method. That is called CSS by ID. This one. CSS by ID. That will work tomorrow. Okay, see you tomorrow.
ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆಯಾ? ಇನ್ನು